what it is. We out here on the morning walk. As y'all see, I'm trying to figure out this. There we go. So we out here on this morning walk, man. I know it's early. I know I've been gone for a while, but I had to learn some new stuff at work and I fell off the workout a little bit. But we back, baby. We back. So you know what I'm saying? So right now it's early in the morning. It's just barely we're gonna be 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top. So we out here. You know what I'm saying? Hope all y'all having a blessed morning. Hope all y'all really, really feeling the vibes. You know, it's one of the few days that I'm out. You see I got the Giannis's on. Great walking shoes. So I'll be using these to walk and exercise in. Shout out to Thug Mob Empire, my sponsor. Shout out to Envibe Clothing, my sponsor. And then, you know, the Carter Podcast. You know how we do it. So let's talk about overdoing it, like over proving yourself to people. You have to stop living in a state of mind that you owe people something. So you have to really stop over proving yourself. If you know you're a good person and you know you're doing everything right, nowhere does it say you have to prove that to somebody else. Nowhere. A lot of times when you're out and you're really just trying to make everybody happy and please everybody, guess what? You forget about the main person, which is you. You're the main source. Many people say, man, if you don't do this for me, you don't care. Well, guess what? I'm going to be in a I don't care mode all year because what is proving myself to somebody if they're not proving themselves to me, right? And nobody has to prove themselves, but you would like to feel appreciated. One thing about men and women that we differ in, like women, some like to just have an argument because they're bored. Men, we're more laid back. We're more, we don't want to, we don't want to get in, we don't want to engage in an argument because it doesn't make sense to us at the end. So we'll get like a lot of people like, oh man, that's not true. It's very true. Look at the last 10 arguments you had with a man or a woman. What was brought up? Stuff that already had an ending to it. Stuff that already like was dealt with, but because there's nothing new to speak about, that has to be the point of origin now. So that's when we look at it and say, man, I thought I dealt with that already. And then women, we as men, we have to understand when a woman is really in her feelings emotionally. Like why does she want us to prove ourselves that we're not doing something wrong? I'm gonna tell you why. Because you did something wrong before. Now, does that mean you gotta spend the rest of your life proving that? No, not at all. What it says is, that's beautiful, y'all. Look at that. What it says is that I just want you to give me reinsurance. Now, the thing with a man is that we don't like to reinsure all the time. Like, we'll reinsure you maybe once or twice, but after that, you're going to take our word for it after that. So, I think that's where we decipher from being a man, being a woman. There's moments where you may not feel like doing something, and then you feel like you're forced into doing something. You have to really just start saying, like, nah, go ahead. That ain't for me. Go ahead. And the person you with should really understand that. Truthfully, like, they should really be like, okay, let me respect that he or she may not want to go to a family event. He or she may not want to go to this because that's not their thing. But you should never hear like, God, I'm wasting my time. I need to find somebody that's more like me. Like, okay, because I can only speak from a man's point of view. When a man hears a woman say that to him enough times, you know what he'll say? Well, hurry up and go find that person. Like, stop wasting my time. And that's just facts. Like, a man don't want to hear that. Like, if a man's at work all day, he's not coming home to prove himself to your whole family that he loves y'all, because he's not dating y'all. He's just dating you. He married you. He didn't marry your family. Same thing with a woman. Like, she don't have to get along with your mom. She has to respect her, but she don't have to get along with her because she's dating you. She chose you. But at the same time, like, communication is something I was always told. Like, you have to communicate. You have to communicate. Like, especially to a person who's never done it, it's definitely different. It's definitely different. Like, if you're just used to getting up and doing what you want to do, you just got to be single. Because the moment you get in a relationship, that communication factor, man, it's so damn serious. You have to really be like, all right, I gotta tell a person where I'm going. I ain't used to that. I might say, hey, I'm about to go out for a little bit. I'll be back. All right. That's it. Don't be, I'm the type of person, like, don't ask me where I'm going, when I'm coming back, how long. Nah. I might just run it all in there. Hey, I'm gonna go play basketball for a couple hours. That's it. End the conversation. So we think, right? But it becomes like, if you're a different person and like people don't see it, that's when they want you to elevate it to a level of, well, show me. And after a while, you know what we'll say? Why do I gotta show you? Women, be 100% understood on what I'm saying to y'all. You don't have to be a negative person all the time. That's a choice. Being negative is a choice. Like, you don't have to be hateful. That's a choice. You don't have to degrade other women. That's a choice. That's a choice. Because I think some people forget where they come from. So they had it rough, so they want to just make fun of everybody else, like, and mean it. Like, men, we make fun of a person and don't mean it. We like, look at that big head ape. You know what I'm saying? But we don't mean it in a disrespectful way. We just mean it as some funny stuff. But women, y'all really analyze another female and really talk bad about them. You have to be clear. Like, life is too short to be that kind of person. You know what I'm saying? It's just too short to be that kind of person. I've seen people who go out, people want them around, they're fun, and at the end of the night, the other person has to deal with the aftermath. I've seen people who are just homebodies. Oh man, you dating somebody that's boring. Yeah, he or she's boring to them. But how come they don't never say, boring, but I know that I got it good? I don't have to worry about where that he or she's at night. Motherfucker be like, girl, it's 9 o'clock. You know where your man at? Yup, sleep. Yup, mine sleep. Now the question is, it's 9 o'clock. Do you know where your man is at? You know, so you got to just stop overproving yourself. There's moments where people want what you have, and so they think they want what you have. Like me, being a person of just, I want more out of life, I don't have to just sit around and wait for some shit to happen. I go make it happen. But one thing I won't do is be like trying to make something happen and then somebody's pulling me back. I'm not doing that. At that point, I'll just be like, get the hell up from around me. But you have to realize, like, there's gonna come moments where you're gonna become stagnant. You're gonna become stagnant. There's nothing worse than a person trying to open up their own business. And here's the tricky part. It takes money to make money. And if you don't have somebody next to you willing to invest with you, if you invest by yourself, then the other person should never benefit from what you're doing. And I mean that wholeheartedly. Never. Because that means they didn't really believe in you either. Know what I'm saying? So when you when you're out here doing what you gotta do, like you see me, man, I'm out here getting it. Because I have a busy day today. It's a busy day. I gotta make moves. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be 100% locked in. You got to be locked in. And then there's nothing wrong with if you're not locked in, that's cool too. But you can't complain. You gotta do things that change up how everything is in life and everything. Good morning. How y'all doing?
Good, good. How are
Great,
you?
great. So like you gotta be more like on a solid. Like it's a lot of people out here. We out here exercising. My man over there smoking a blunt, doing a John Claude Van Damme. You know, but to each their own. But they here every morning. So you just gotta like push forward through everything. You know, not everybody gonna be on your side when you make different moves. What's up, boss? How's everything? All right, all right. So you just gotta just like be motivated. You want to go out here and lose weight? Don't overprove it to everybody else. Prove it to yourself. You want to be an entrepreneur? Don't prove it to everybody else. Prove it to yourself. You want to be great? Greatness comes when your mind is clear on what you want to do. That's when greatness comes. Don't be afraid to ask people, "Hey, how did you lose so much weight?" Or, "Hey, how did you become successful?" Don't be afraid to ask people. Don't be afraid, man. Because when you're trying to prove yourself, you have to prove it to you 100% thorough. A lot of people gonna say, "Man, why are you doing this? Why are you putting yourself through all this training and all that?" Not knowing that you might have a reason why you doing it. It's called, I want to live. I want to be healthy. I want to be around for the long haul. And then you get some people who just be like, "Nah, man, I'm good." Well, you be good over there dead. Because I'm finna do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's that sometimes. And then sometimes you get people who just don't care about life, so they don't want you to care about it. Let me get this set up. Yeah, I took off a while from working out. I'll be back in the gym too, but you just gotta prepare yourself physically, mentally, emotionally. Just gotta prepare yourself. So that's it, y'all. That's the Carter podcast for today. We be back tomorrow. I'll be back on every day now. My bad on tripping for a little bit, but I had to get me together.